Welcome to the Wicca Academy video series on Wiccan signs and symbols. In this video, we will be discussing Wiccan elements including air, fire, water, and earth. We will also discuss the fifth element, spirit. This video will give you a basic introduction to each Wicca element, focusing on their classical attributes and symbolism. If you are new to working with the elements in your magic practices, this is an excellent beginner's guide. So why are the elements so important to Wiccan practices? Wiccan elements are a set of archetypal philosophy used to explain patterns in the natural world. There are 4 elements that are very important in Wicca. Frequently, spells and rituals needed for protection utilize symbols of the elements. Traditionally, Wiccan elements are associated with every process in nature. They represent physical, spiritual, and emotional attributes. Each practitioner is different, but they all must learn and feel the elements in their contemplation and understanding of the world around them. Remember, each practitioner is unique, and so are their practical applications of the elements. We will dive into this in more detail in a future video, but for today, just keep in mind that when developing your own practice to learn as much as you can about the elements. Read tables and try to notice the elements at work all around you in your day-to-day life. Wiccans frequently meditate on and draw on the powers of the elements. Such knowledge of the elements is particularly important in herbal lore and other magic practices. Air. Air represents the mind, intelligence, communication, telepathy, psychic powers, inspiration, imagination, ideas, dreams, wishes, and the wind and breeze. It is associated with the direction east, the season spring, and in the cycle of life, infancy. Colors associated with air include yellow, white, and crimson. In rituals, air is represented in the forms of tossing objects into the wind, aromatherapy, songs, and hiding things in high places. It rules spells involving travels, instruction, freedom, knowledge, discovering lost items, and can also be used to develop psychic faculties. Air also rules the visualization. Some stones and crystals associated with air include topaz, rainbow stones, alexandrite, pumice, crystals, and amethyst. Fire. Fire represents energy, inspiration, love, passion, leadership, flames, the sun and stars, and heat. The direction associated with fire is south. Its season is summer, and in the cycle of life, youth. Colors associated with fire include red, gold, crimson, orange, and white. In rituals, fire is represented in the forms of burning objects, love spells, baking, and lighting candles and fires. Fire is also the element of change. Actually, it represents magic itself and is the most physical and spiritual of the elements. Some stones and crystals associated with fire include ruby, fire opal, agate, and volcanic lava. Water. Water represents emotions, absorption, subconscious, purification, eternal movement, wisdom, the soul, and emotional aspects of love and femininity. It is associated with the direction west, the season fall, and in the cycle of life, maturity. Colors associated with water include blue, turquoise, green, gray, indigo, and black. In rituals, it is represented in the forms of pouring water over objects, brew making, healing spells, ritual bathing, and tossing objects into water. Some stones and crystals associated with water include amethyst, blue tourmaline, pearl, blue topaz, coral, and fluorite. Earth. Earth represents strength, abundance, stability, prosperity, wealth, and femininity. It is associated with the direction north, the season winter, and in the cycle of life, aging. Colors associated with Earth include black, green, yellow, and brown. In rituals, Earth is represented in the forms of burying objects in the earth, herbalism, and making images out of wood or stone. Some stones and crystals associated with Earth include emerald, jasper, quartz, rock crystal, onyx, salt, and azurite. Ether, also called spirit, is essential to our sense of connectedness with spirit and well-being. It also represents the sense of joy and union. It represents a universal direction and the entirety of the year. In the cycle of life, it represents eternity, and the color associated with ether is white. Ether is the prime element present in all living things, providing space, connection, and balance for all elements to exist. Ether is immaterial, unlike the air, fire, water, and earth elements. We have tried to present these elements universally. However, some Wiccans may disagree with some of our definitions. In an upcoming video, we will cover more practical applications of the basic elements to help you as you develop your own personal relationship with each, as you come to know them in your Wiccan practice. Remember, what's most important is to define your own practice and magic based on what works for you. Keep it light, fun, and get creative. Your heart and your intuition will always guide you towards the elements and corresponding symbols that will best serve you on your Wiccan path. I hope you enjoyed learning about these very important and influential Wiccan elements and their corresponding symbols and attributes.